So for Dragon Ball Super episode 57, I'm gonna go ahead and get off the things that I didn't like in this episode. And there's not a lot. There's only a couple little things. One little thing that I didn't like in this is that you take, for instance, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, and you put them up against Black, and Black is stronger. Put both of them up against Zamasu, and it's either Zamasu is a little bit stronger now. Have a problem with that because Super Saiyan Goku was basically whooping his ass, and with ease. So it's kind of like, what's going on here now? Why does he get this huge ass Zenkai boost apparently that only Saiyans get, but now he's getting? But another thing that I'm gonna go ahead and say is that you take that same logic and then you put Trunks. Now I will say that Trunks did get stronger, probably training with Vegeta. So you can rule that as him getting stronger, but at no sense should he be Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue level. And clearly, when he came in to save Goku in this episode, he did a little bit of work. He literally fought Black and Zamasu off of Goku. So that's kind of a okay, what the hell's going on here? Maybe it was just like he got him by surprise. But no, you take him against Zamasu and they're having a one-on-one showdown, and Trunks is clearly ahead of Zamasu. So I don't know, you could kind of make the argument again saying that Zamasu kind of just let him pierce him or whatever, but at the same point it's he was winning that battle at first. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, how is Trunks doing better than Goku and Vegeta are against these two? Like, even at one point, Black has to shoot an energy shot literally at fucking Trunks' sword to knock it out of his hand. So I mean, it's just like what the hell? But getting into, like, that's all I had, those complaints in this episode. Getting into what we actually like. Now, the first thing I will talk about is that Zamasu basically just left it open for everybody, basically for another week or so, or for how long until we actually get confirmation of who Black really is. Basically left it up for everybody, because you can interpret what he said about we're kindred spirits. Basically, you can interpret it as him being like, oh, it's my alter ego split out to look like Goku or something like that. Or you could say that maybe it's just somebody else that was a villain that he found that's possibly new, that shapeshifted into Goku and got some DNA from Goku or whatever. That way he can go Super Saiyan, whatever. Like, you could basically say whatever you want right now for a theory, and you won't be wrong. Because, like I said, we don't necessarily know who he is. I will say that it was quite obvious that Zamasu had, immortal abilities like that. Like, it's obvious that he wished for immortality. Just for the simple fact that he kept referring to himself as immortal this, immortal that, immortal this. And it's good that we got the confirmation at the end of this episode of him basically like asking Gawatsu about I think it's the Super Dragon Balls, and like, wanting to know everything about it, and then going to the place I think where Bulma and Jocko went, and like asking that guy to tell him everything about it, basically, where he's probably gonna fucking kill him. So yeah, that, like, I'm glad we had that confirmation there. Now for this episode, for the action part of this episode, for the fight scenes, for everything, like, all of it was fluent. It flowed together. Everything looked like it had a purpose, and there was a couple of parts that I actually rewinded and watched myself, over again, just to make sure I actually had that right. And one of the parts was whenever Goku and Black were fighting each other, and we see that Goku uses instant transmission to get behind him, get the jump on Black, and then Black, for a split second, you see it, and he uses instant transmission as well to get behind Goku, and Goku goes flying, and he's kind of just like, you can use instant transmission as well. I had to rewind that scene a couple times just to make sure I got that right. So basically, Black is literally being a straight up copy of Goku. Like, just literally a straight up copy. Like, you see him doing a Kamehameha and everything else. So another thing that I want to go ahead and say that I rewinded another time was that scene where Trunks basically did the final flash. I love that part. I don't know what it is, but I love seeing him do that move for some reason. I really don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because like I said, I like Vegeta more than Goku too, and Future Trunks and Vegeta are really high on my. I think they're in the top 5 of my favorite like Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball characters of all. So I don't know what it is, but I'm glad that I actually seen that, and I had to rewind it a couple times just to see that part. I don't know why, it just gave me that feel good, you know. It's like, Vegeta, you know, at some point in time taught him how to do Final Flash. So I really like that. Now, one thing that I was talking about last week about the whole Yajirobe thing, and Yajirobe is always put in to Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball, wherever he is. He's always put in to serve a purpose, and we don't ever see him come in unless it's like for something else comedic. But he has his comedic moments, but he also does one thing while he's there. And just like he did in the Saiyan Saga where he cut Vegeta's tail, he basically saves Goku and Trunks from basically being destroyed by Black and freaking Zamasu. And so did Vegeta. Vegeta did a blast to protect him as well before he collapsed again. But having Yajirobe go in, basically say he can only save, you know, 2 people, and then have Mai come in and save Vegeta was really nice. I actually like that, and having Mai put all of them back in the time machine, and you know, set the coordinates there. They're all beat up, you know, they can barely even fucking move. And she's just like, yeah, you guys got to get the hell out of here, because if y'all die here and it looks like you were going to die, then there's nothing that, you know, anybody else can do. I mean, you died in the future, so I don't know if the like times, or I don't know if like something, maybe the rules of time like don't apply, or maybe they do and it's different to where if they died in the future then they couldn't be brought back or anything else. I don't know, but having her send them back into the past. And then, you know, this time machine basically coming back in, falling over, they all fall out. You know, Kid Trunks is just like, holy shit, you know, oh my god, Dad, you know, and like seeing his dad that way. And then Bulma comes out and sees it and goes crazy. I feel like that was a good ending for that part. And then also, like we already talked about the Zamasu and talking to Kawasu all about the Dragon Ball Super Dragon Balls, like. We already had that, so it's like to this it was a great episode. I would definitely give this a good 8 out of 10, definitely, because I enjoyed it and I like seeing it. But now one of the things that it's kind of like ooh on this whole episode was the fight scenes, dude. Oh my gosh, the fight scenes look so amazing. I'm still stuck on it because they look so amazing. Like the whole fight with Goku and Black, like going at it. And like Goku, like all through the whole city and stuff, like it looked amazing. I don't know what it is, but they were on their game right there. But for next week's episode, like I said, we get confirmation basically of Zamasu, you know, Super Dragon Balls, immortality. We see a bunch of rose petals around him, and his eyes I think glow red or something like that. So it's like. Yeah, something probably happens there. Maybe that's whenever he does the whole Black thing as well. I don't know, or maybe that's his beginning stages of the Black. Maybe he meets Black, or who knows? Who knows? Like I said, it's still up for debate. I definitely want to go ahead and say that I feel like, for me personally, this is my own theory. I feel like they should wait off. And not go into the future, like go right back into the future, just go in and do like fusion or something like that. I feel like they should wait it off for a little bit. Maybe have some kind of training episodes, and then go back. Maybe like both of Goku and Vegeta train, or even Whis trains Trunks to learn how to control his ki, and then like that way he can unlock God, you know, ki. And I would like to actually see that. I would really like to actually see Future Trunks, you know, become a Super Saiyan God, and then like maybe he can go back on his own, like if he's strong enough to go back on his own and fight Black, kill Black, because I don't think Black's immortal, and he can go back, kill Black off, possibly do something. Maybe Zamasu knows that he can't beat him, never comes back, or they seal him away somehow. Maybe the other Kaioshin come in or something and seal him away. I feel like that would be a good little end to that. But like I said, I feel like they should not just rush into going right back in, and maybe they should definitely have like a training, episodes or something, and get themselves ready to go back. Now, if they do use fusion, that's cool. I'm not necessarily saying that, oh, I don't want to see it or I do want to see it. It's just one of those things. It's just like, if they're going to use fusion, to definitely put it in a good good use, because I don't want them to start overdoing fusion or have like the whole fan base just want nothing but fusion. Like I said, I do want to see it. I feel like one of the top ways they should probably use fusion if it's like almost toward the end of Dragon Ball Super. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for this one, guys. If you enjoyed the video, smack a like on it, and if you didn't, well, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I think Dokkan Battle's having a maintenance tonight, so I don't know what I think we might be getting the World Tournament for all I know. I don't know. I have to look up on dbzspace.com and see what's going to go on. But yeah, guys, share the video out. Tell me what you thought in the comment section below, what you thought of this week's episode, what some of your theories are for this future arc, and if you think we should have fusion now, if you think they should go back in it after they get all rested up and well, and Vegeta to go back in and actually just do work fusion or something, or get Trunks to Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan level as well. Let me know in the comment section below, guys. I'm icjosh. I'm out. Peace. Actually, I'm gonna link in the description below the first winners and everything. So I'll go in and put that video down there so you guys can watch it. Even if you're new, you can go watch it, see how things are gonna be done, and see how things all these people are gonna be picked.